Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at creating mockups inside Adobe Illustrator with the new mockup tool. So what we're going to do is find some mockups that we can use that are free of charge to use. I'm going to show you how to use them and how to set the mockups that you like up as templates so you can reuse them over and over again. So the place to start is finding a mockup image that you can use. Now there are a few inside Illustrator that is shipped with Illustrator, but you'll probably want something a little bit different. So what I do is go to Free Pick, and at Free Pick you can look up and find mockups that you can use. So I'm just looking up coffee cup mockup, and there are heaps that you can use here. Now the ones I've chosen, I've actually got both of these downloaded. I chose because they're plain, so that it's going to be very easy to put something on top of it that perhaps has some transparency in it, rather than trying to work it out here, which with this one I would probably want to go to Photoshop to remove the logo from it. So I'd want to do all of this in Illustrator, and these are just regular images. They're bitmap images. You don't need to have vector images, so all you want is some simple JPEG images, for example. So I've gone ahead and downloaded these, and they're both obviously from Free Pick. So once you've downloaded them, then you can swing across to Illustrator and get started. Now I have a couple of images I'm going to use here. I'm going to start with this one and mock it up onto the mug, and then I'm going to, once I've got all that set up, show you how easy it is to take another image and just use the mockup. So once you've created your mockup the first time, things are a whole lot simpler. So let's see how to do that. Inside Illustrator, you're going to want your object that you want to mock up onto your mockup, like your cup or whatever it is, open, and then you're going to go and open your JPEG image, the one that you've downloaded. So for me, I've already had them open, so I'm just going to get them from my recent files. I'm just going to grab one of these. So this is the image I'm going to use. I'm going to go and get my puffin. So I'm going to select over him. Now I know he's really big, so I'm just going to size him down before I take him with me. I'm going to copy him. Now you can do it with Control or Command C, or you can choose Edit Copy, and then you're going to come to your image and just paste him in. Now for me, the color spaces are different. I'm not going to worry about those right now. I'm just going to paste him in, and I'm going to size him approximately how big he's going to need to be on this mug. So once I've got my mock-up image and the thing I want to put on it in the one document, I'm going to select over both of them. So I've got them both selected. We can see that in the Layers panel. And you'll see too that my puffin is a grouped object. That's really important because you don't want bits to go flying away from each other. So make sure you group your object before you start. And then what I'm going to do is go to Object and then Mockup and Create. Now before I click Create, I'm actually going to stop recording because my computer struggles with this a little bit. It says it's not responding, but if I leave it a few minutes, then it just comes back and continues the process. This initial process might take 3 or 4 minutes. It might take a bit longer. It just really depends on your computer and what you've got open at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create Mockup. We'll come back when we're closer to finishing. Okay, so mine has now finished, and literally it probably took a minute 30. So it went pretty smoothly, but I did make sure that everything was closed before I started this. Now what's happening in that time period is that Illustrator's analyzing your image and it's working out where the object is that it needs to mock up on, but it's also working out where things are that are going to cause problems with the mock-up. And so what it's done is it's effectively masked away inside its own processes the fingers here. So if I grab my object here, you can see it's slipping behind the fingers, and that's what's happened here. Illustrator is making sure that it understands what's there. There's a mug and it needs to wrap the image around it, so you can see the image is bending as it goes. It distorts once it gets to sort of the edges, but you wouldn't want your mock-up there anyway. So this is where my mock-up is in place. I can size it, so I can make it taller or shorter, but I'd obviously want to hold the Shift key when I did that because I want it to scale in proportion. Now it's also possible to rotate it. You can see that it's rotating now. So you get those little rotate handles that you're used to using inside Illustrator. Now you may have noticed that this mockup panel also appeared when I did this, so it wasn't there when we started, it's there now. And what this allows me to do is not only say, yep, I really like this is fine, I'm going to use this, but also I might want to use this again in future, so I can create this as a template. So what I'm going to do is go back and select over everything, and you'll see in the mockup panel I have a group here for my mockups, and I've got a little plus sign here. So what I can do is add this as a template. Again, we're going to wait while that's done. So this is my potential mockup for use in future, and this is the area that has been marked out for us to drop things into. So while I've got this one finished, I could just go ahead and save it. Let's go and use this mockup on the scooter image. So here is the scooter image, and you'll see that the mockup panel, unlike panels like swatches in Illustrator, are not specific to an image. So when you have a file open, for example in Photoshop, the swatches are the same for every single document. But in Illustrator that's not the case. But the mockup panel is sticky. It's the same mockup panel regardless of what image you are working in. So all we need to do is to go and select this image, which again I've got it in a group, click on it, select the mockup that we want to use and click preview. And what Illustrator does with the click of a button is it's actually mocked that up for me. So I want to place it on the canvas. So this is huge. My canvas is really small, so I am going to need to resize this. So let me just go and get my mockup image and my scooter image. I think I'm going to resize my artboard, so let me just go and get window and then artboard so you can see how you're going to manage this if you need to. I'm going to select my artboard here and then go to the artboard tool. So I'm going to double click on that, and what I want to do is to fit my artboard to the selected art. So it's now going to be the size of the art I had selected. I'll click OK. So now my artboard is a better size. Let's press Ctrl-0 to get back and see it more clearly. And this object, once I navigate into where it is going to behave exactly like the puffin did. So once you've taken the time to create a mock-up and save it in your mock-up panel, then it's there for you to use anytime in future. This is not the greatest tool. It's not got a lot of adaptation for shading and things like that, but for quick and easy mock-ups it's pretty powerful. So I've been pretty impressed with it. I hope that you're impressed with it too. I hope that you now know that you can go to FreePick and download your own mockups, that you know that you just open the image inside Illustrator, paste in the object that you want to put on the mockup, grab them both, and then set the process happening by choosing object and then mockup, create mockup, and then wait until it does that. Then you're going to go across here to make sure that you save your mockup as a template so you can reuse it with a single click over and over again as often as you like. And of course the mockup panel is being managed by Illustrator, so you don't have to save the mockup panel or anything like that. That's automatically going to be saved when you close Illustrator. It's going to be there when you open Illustrator the next time. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results every time, then you'll love my other YouTube videos. So give this video a thumbs up and click to subscribe to the channel. And on the screen now, you'll see a video that I've handpicked for you to watch next.